Hello there, my name's Jane, and I'm just going to be sharing some information with you, really. And the subject that I'm going to cover is mind over matter. And I remember, like years ago, my gran used to come out with some real pearlers. Some of them a bit rude, probably not ones I could repeat, really. But one of the ones that she used to say was, it's mind over matter. She thought that you were thinking you couldn't do something. It's mind over matter. If you don't mind, it don't matter. And just recently been thinking a little bit more about this, because there's lots of examples that we hear about where people have had issues and have had to use the strength of the mind to overcome physical disabilities. So there's lots and lots of familiar names. There's lots of things that we see on the TV. We have a lot of celebrities now, famous people who are promoting disability, and there's a lot of support. So we hear about people like Baroness Tanni Grey-Thompson, who has spina bifida. And in 2019, she got the BBC Sports Lifetime Achievement Award. And then we've got Ellie Simmonds, who we all know and love. Ellie Simmonds, OBE, and she has a condition known as, I can't even say it, achondroplasia dwarfism. Despite her disabilities, she has got 4 Paralympic gold medals to her name, and she has got 10 world records. Absolutely just amazing. Some people we don't really hear about, they're not as famous, but the names are out there. So there's Sudha Chandran. She had her right leg amputated following an accident. She was a dancer, and she was also an actor, and she continued on with her career despite the problems and everything else that she had. I also have a very fond memory, very emotional memory of some years ago. And I was delivering a first aid class to a group of young students, all young ladies who were looking for a career in childcare. And this particular young lady, I'd met her the previous year, and she was in a wheelchair, and we were doing first aid. At the time, I'd had a chat with her, and she felt that she couldn't get out of the wheelchair to do the CPR. Understandably, I felt really sad, but because of the criteria, she could not qualify as a first aider. And so she was offered a certificate of attendance. Now, the following year, I actually met up with this lady again. So by this time, she was 18. And straight away, I recognised her. And such a lovely, lovely, gentle young woman. And we were doing first aid again. So I was aware of the potential issues. I had a little chat with her on a one-to-one. And then what actually happened brought tears to my eyes, because when it came to the point where CPR was having to be done, she actually eased herself out of the wheelchair, got onto the floor, and did CPR on the mannequin. And I just couldn't believe it. The determination, the strength of character, the motivation that she had to show, I can do this, regardless, I can do this. And I had to kind of control myself because I could feel I was getting quite emotional about it. What an amazing young woman. And it just shows you that no matter what, we can overcome things that maybe we don't realise we can until we're in that position. Just fantastic. So my gran was right. Mind over matter. I'm just wondering whether you're thinking maybe about, is there or has there been a time in your life where the power of your mind or someone you know has actually overcome difficulties that you've been having? If you recognise that and you feel that you would like to share it, please pop a comment below. Okay. Over and out.